Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
You are watching 7 at 7, powered by the Las Vegas Review-Journal, the largest news team in Nevada.
We have an update on the suspect in the home invasion that led to police killing the homeowner. Details coming up. Thanks for joining us on 7 at 7 tonight. I'm Lena Bleetz. We begin with top stories. A judge rules the suspect in the home invasion that led to a fatal police shooting is competent for her case to proceed. 31-year-old Alejandra Boudreau was indicted in December on charges including home invasion with a deadly weapon and assault with a deadly weapon. The homeowner, 43-year-old Brandon Durham, was fatally shot by a Metro officer after calling police to report the break-in. At her hearing today, a judge said 2 doctors found Boudreau competent and 1 found her incompetent. Her defense attorney did not object and said she believes her client is competent. We are not where we need to be. That's what the interim CCSD superintendent says in her State of the Schools address. Review Journal's Anaya Collins has more.
In her speech, Dr. Brenda Larson Mitchell talked about the progress made by the school district in the past year.
I will be the first one to say we are not where we need to be.
Less than a third of students in 3rd through 8th grades are proficient in math. But in her speech today, Larson Mitchell emphasized signs of progress at the district.
And we did improve systems and structures to make sure that schools and the community knew how we were allocating the dollars.
She also addressed the budget. Last fall, CCSD announced a potential $20 million deficit, but she said the district made improvements to the budget.
We also have a 94% licensed employee retention rate. So not only are we getting our teachers here in front of our kids, we're retaining them at high levels.
CCSD is still looking for a permanent superintendent. The deadline for applications is February 5th.
In weather, sponsored by Star Nursery, your garden's partner for every bloomin' thing. When the clock strikes midnight, it will officially be 200 days since it's rained in Las Vegas. Specifically, it's been 200 days since the official monitoring station at the airport has seen more than 1/100th of an inch of rain. The National Weather Service posting a wanted poster on X, adding rain was last seen on July 13th. The U.S. Drought Monitor lists Clark County as almost entirely under extreme drought conditions. A Weather Service meteorologist said there's about a 30 to 40% chance of above normal precipitation over the next 2 weeks. The longest consecutive dry streak is 240 days in 2020. Now looking at the forecast, clear skies tonight with an overnight low of 35 degrees expected by 6 a.m. and the sunshine sticks around tomorrow with a high of 60 and low of 35. Then the clouds return Friday, high of 60 and low of 39 to end the week. And this weekend, highs in the 60s and lows in the mid 40s with temperatures bumping back up to the 70s next week. In Business, brought to you by G-Bank, your best banking experience ever. For some Nevada residents, auto insurance is becoming unaffordable. Cynthia Puga gives us more on why.
That's right. Nevada has the 7th highest insurance rates in the country, according to Insurify. Last year, the average cost of full coverage car insurance in Nevada was $2,973. And this year, that cost is expected to top $3,000. Our business reporter Emerson Drews tells us about one couple's experience.
Janet and Jamie Santos experienced an unprecedented rise in their car insurance that they pay every 6 months for coverage with Geico Insurance. In July of 2023, they were paying $1,100 for 2 cars. And then in July of 2024, they saw a rise in up to $2,800 for their 6 months of coverage.
According to the Nevada Division of Insurance, at least 6 car insurers raised their rates for private vehicles by at least 10% in October. Insurance Business Magazine says insurance costs are going up in Nevada due to, quote, relaxed alcohol laws and the high number of Las Vegas partygoers. You can read more about this story by visiting lvrj.com.
Now for your sports update brought to you by PT's Taverns. With over 65 locations, there's a PT's near you. Visit ptstaverns.com. Standout stars defenseman Miro Heiskanen injured in Dallas' win over the Golden Knights on Tuesday night. Golden Knights captain Mark Stone colliding with Heiskanen's knee, injuring the blue liner who did not return to the game. Stone's thoughts.
There was really no intent there. Obviously, I was just trying to make a play on the puck, and their guy kind of trips me into him head first.
Stone will not face any supplemental discipline from the NHL for this play.
Now for entertainment, sponsored by Arizona Charlie's with live entertainment every weekend at both locations. Go to ArizonaCharlies.com to see who's playing. The death of a popular singer-songwriter stuns the Las Vegas entertainment community. Ryan White Maloney died by suicide, according to a Clark County spokesperson. Maloney was on the 2014 season of the TV show The Voice on Blake Shelton's team. Maloney also performed regularly at Shelton's Ole Red venue on the Las Vegas Strip, as well as Sunset Station and the M Resort. Local performers paid tribute to Maloney on social media. We want to remind you, if you or someone you care about is thinking about suicide, help is available 24/7 by calling or texting 988. In Health, brought to you by CenterWell Senior Primary Care. Discover primary care focused on you. Nevada's first standalone children's hospital will serve patients, but a study says it will also impact the state economy. A study by Applied Analysis says the hospital, which Intermountain Healthcare is building at UNLV's Harry Reid Research and Technology Park, will create $841 million of annual economic output. A $724 million boost to Nevada's economy is expected for the 5 years the hospital is being built. Once open, the hospital is expected to create more than 1,300 jobs.
Vegas Nation brought to you by Station Casinos, STN Sports. Download the app today. The Raiders are actively scouting players at the 2025 Senior Bowl. And while they need a quarterback, our own Vinny Bonsignor, who's at the event in Alabama, says it seems the Raiders are focusing their attention elsewhere.
You know, after Max and Christian, there's a lot of questions on that defensive line. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's a big point of emphasis in the draft and in free agency for Pete Carroll and John Spytek. There's been some really good cornerback play here as well. It feels like a more defensive-oriented Senior Bowl, at least through the first 3 practices.
Sports betting brought to you by Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke Cigar Shop. The PGA Tour moves to famed Pebble Beach golf links this week, and Scottie Scheffler is a plus 450 favorite in the Westgate Superbook to win the signature event. Rory McIlroy is a 13-1 second choice, followed by Colin Morikawa at 14-1 and Justin Thomas at 16-1. Ludwig Aberg is one of 3 players at 20-1 odds, along with Patrick Cantlay and Hideki Matsuyama. Sungjae Im is next at 25-1, with Jason Day listed at 35-1 odds.
In your lifestyle news, the Silver State has plenty of gems. Travel Nevada released its list of top 10 out there experiences. One of them is from Skydive Las Vegas out of Boulder City Municipal Airport, where you can jump out of a plane and fall at 120 miles per hour above Hoover Dam. You can also explore Gold Point, a ghost town in Esmeralda County with houses, a post office, and saloons from the World War II era. And if you're into climbing, head to Reno, where you can tackle the world's tallest artificial climbing wall up to 164 feet up the side of the Whitney Peak Hotel. To see the full list, visit lvrj.com. Thanks for watching 7 at 7 tonight. Watch 7 at 7 twice a day, Monday through Friday, and search Review Journal to follow us on your favorite streaming platform. See you tomorrow morning for more 7 at 7.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Knock the Injury Law.